Man, this looks delicious. You ready for this? You see this? You getting in there? You getting in there for me? Here we go.
Good.
Oh, baby. Hey everyone, I'm Greg Hudson, host of America's Best Restaurants, where we scour the country, checking out hidden gems as well as your local favorites. Today we're in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and we got a spot that does Asian-inspired wings, cone feed, and duck fat. They are unbelievable. And a curry that you can only get if you're in the private room at the chef's table. It is so delicious. So come on in to Notch Modern Kitchen and Bar. Let's go, baby. Place is really cool. Jeff, what's going on, man?
Greg,
it's great to see you.
Yeah, absolutely.
This place is beautiful.
Thank you.
This is not what I thought I would see at all. This is not cookie cutter. Did you design all this?
Yeah, we tore this apart from the ground up. Really great work and a lot of good people helping out, doing and stuff like that. Yeah, really good.
I can see that. And what's the deal with the menu? How would you describe what you guys do here?
Modern American food with an Asian twist, center plate dishes, people friendly, kind of offer something for everyone.
Okay, all right. Well, I know we have a few dishes we're gonna be trying here today, which I'm pretty excited about. I think we've got a couple on the way right now. And I think these might be for us, I don't know.
Absolutely.
They could be. Thank you very much. Oh, little presentation. What was it? Why is this smoking, Jeff?
We dome smoked the tartare here. We have some pork belly bao buns as well too. Some great staple items for our appetizers.
Oh, baby, okay. Will you dig in with me on this one?
Sure, absolutely.
All right, so we got a pork belly, which I love pork belly. This looks great.
Cheers.
We cheers on, and so what's the sauce on here?
We got a homemade hoisin sauce.
Hoisin.
Yeah.
Man, this looks delicious. You ready for this? You see this? You getting in there? You getting in there for me? Here we go.
Good.
Oh, baby. So for me, pork belly is always so difficult to get right because you want that crispy skin on top, but the meat itself needs to be tender, and you've nailed that with this.
Thank you very much.
What's the secret? How did that happen?
We scratch make almost everything. So we got the house-made pickles, give that extra little tang. Crispy pork belly. You got the skin, you got the crunch when you bite into it. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely probably the most popular of our bao buns on the menu. We have a couple other ones.
I can see why. What's the secret to the pork belly though? How long do you braise that, or do you roast it?
Yeah, we'll braise it 48 hours.
Okay.
We have some good sear to it, and then we'll slice it down, trim it down. We use the pork belly in a bunch of different other dishes as well too. So.
I'm so jealous. I'll be really honest. So pork belly is something I've messed up quite a bit when I try to make it. It's tough because it'll take on any flavor, but on its own, it's a little bland. So you really have to make sure that when you braise it, you get the right seasonings in there and you get the right braising liquids. And then it's also difficult after you braise it to get that skin to stay crispy. That's the problem I have. Maybe you at home, maybe you have the same problem, but you have completely perfected that, man.
Thank you.
That's incredible. Well, what else are we gonna be trying today?
So we're gonna do some junior glazed scallops. We're gonna do a Chef Tyler's gonna be doing a fillet, and we'll do a chef's table curry as well too.
Oh, chef's table curry. I like the sound of that. All right, man. Well, while Chef's working on that, why don't you and I take a walk? I want to see more of this place, but I also want to hear your story because I know you've been in this business for quite a while, right?
Yeah, Notch 3 years, and our sister restaurant White Orchids will be hitting 15 years this month as well too. So we're super excited.
All right, man. Well, show me around. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go. Okay, man, I want to hear more about your story now. And Bao buns were incredible.
Oh, thank you.
Top
Fondue
shelf.
was good too.
Yes.
Awesome.
Really, really good. And this is not your first foray into the restaurant industry, right? You've been doing this for a while?
Yeah, we've had White Orchids Thai cuisine at the Promenade Shops for 15 years.
Okay.
Coming this middle of August. This will be our 3rd year here at Notch. So yeah, we're excited to bring our chef's table back in action here in this coming month. Celebrate our anniversaries and get back in full swing of things. Summer's here. Welcome all the guests back and everything. So yeah, just excited for everything. Yeah.
Well, and I think it's cool too that you've got 2 anniversaries going on. You've got 3 years here, 15 years at your other restaurant. And I know that, the pandemic was tough on everybody, but it sounds like you guys are able to push through and make it. And now you're back better than ever. And you're right, that chef's table, that room is incredible. Is that your idea?
Yeah, the chef's table. I mean, just to be able to have that, White Orchids, we were doing Thai food, 15 years, family, all involved. And with Notch, we wanted to kind of bring about, the bar team, their expertise, the culinary team's expertise, and to be able to kind of all pair that together in like a free reign kind of thing at the chef's table where they can kind of experiment, collaborate and work together for something new, something unique that's not available in the Valley. So,
and that's what was so cool too, was to hear that everything that's made for the chef's table is unique. It's up to the chefs. You talk to the diners, see what they want to have. So if you go in and you have a seat in there, which we're going to do here in just a bit, if I'm not mistaken, Jesse's going to take us in there. We're going to try a few dishes. But just to hear that it's such a special experience, not just because of the room, but because of the menu that you put together for guests in the chef's table room.
Yeah, the whole entire atmosphere, we pair up the music with what the kitchen's jamming out to. So, in the peak 7:30 hour when the whole entire restaurant's busy, that you have your own unique experience at the chef's table. You're watching all these plates getting plated, everything going out, the kitchen, rocking to the music, making like all the ebbs and flows of that, and you get kind of the unique touch, the chefs, cooks waving at you guys and stuff like that. It's a cool experience.
That's a really good point. I didn't think about that, but you know how loud it can be when you're at a busy restaurant, especially in the weekends, and you've just got your own private area back there. And yeah, those windows are cool. You can see what the chefs are doing in there. Yeah. And the idea, I've never really seen a chef's table room that even has speakers in there so you can watch and listen to what the chefs are doing.
Yeah, kind of like all-encompassing. You're in the moment without being
like a fly on the wall in the kitchen. Well, man, listen, we're excited to check out the food and sit in the room and eat. So, thank you for your time, man. But I think it's time to go sit down with Jesse and get some food going.
Enjoy.
So as promised, we are about to try some incredible food, but this looks a little different if you haven't noticed. That's because we are in the chef's table dining room. This is Jesse, the general manager.
How you doing?
Tell me about this room, man. This is so cool.
Yeah, so this is something that's unique to the area. This is our chef's table. It's available. We do a special 6-course menu with dessert. These are items that are not on our regular menu.
So if you get the chef's table, you get an exclusive menu that isn't even available to anybody else.
Absolutely. So
love it.
We do this for different functions, different parties. But yeah, like I said, you get 6 different courses plus dessert. And this is an opportunity for our chefs to play around, do something creative, do something that maybe in the future will be menu items, but they get to be the first to try it.
That is incredible. So when it comes to these items, you're talking, you said, what'd you say, like a 6 or 7 course meal?
Yeah.
And how do you plan that based around what the guest asks for? Do you let the chef sort of have some leeway? How does that work?
So we try to keep it as creative as possible and give them, free range. Yeah. However, when a guest does book this with us, we do ask if there's any allergies or any particular items that they might not care for, and then the chefs will take that info and base a menu around it.
Okay. Well, this curry's staring me in the face, so I think we need to pull this closer to us right now.
We need to get into that.
I wish we had like smell-o-vision, because this is like permeating this room right now, the entire chef's table room. So, man, this smells incredible.
Oh, yeah.
So what's the curry? What's the base? What do we have in here?
So again, this is one of the items that we ran. We had a chef's table the other evening, and this was a dish that our sous chef, Bobby, came up with. It is a riff on traditional Indian curry. There's a lot of similar elements, but with our Notch twist to it.
Okay.
in the curry itself is obviously curry powder, coconut milk, but we have our signature house braised seasoned chicken thigh.
Love chicken thigh.
Yeah. Everyone goes for breast, but I gotta tell you, the chicken thigh really captures the flavors, and you can really do some great things, especially with the different sauces they come up with in-house. And then to go with it, you know, we have traditional house naan bread, a little thinner slice, jasmine rice, and some cucumbers, and house-made shrimp fried toast. So
excellent.
I'm gonna let you dig in.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, let's
ahead.
go, man. So what do you recommend I do here? What should we do? We get a little rice? Do we just go just straight with the bread? What do you like?
I love starting with rice, put it right on top.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you get first dibs though.
So we'll get us a little rice. Here we go. So if you come to Notch, you get the chef's table, make sure you get the curry. I'm a big fan of naan bread too.
Oh yeah.
Okay. This.
Serve nice and warm.
And you said just scoop it on there?
Go ahead, you first. Guess first.
Oh, baby. Look at that chicken. And I'm a huge fan of chicken thighs too, man. It's one of my favorite parts to cook with, really of any protein. It's so flavorful. It's always very rich because it's got that fat content in there that you like.
Nice juicy texture.
Yeah.
You know, not too firm.
Yeah, chicken thighs for me are like the most underrated cut of chicken that's out there. Okay.
Let's see. Let's do this thing. Usually I'm on the outside watching, so I get to enjoy it. Yeah.
It's different being on this side of the table, isn't it, man? Okay, so I'm gonna get a little chicken, little naan bread, little rice. Oh man.
Yeah. I don't know if I should say this on camera, but Bobby deserves a raise.
Bobby, you do deserve a raise. Man, do you make that bread in-house too?
Yep.
Their naan bread, he's right, it is thinner, which I actually like. And it has a real chew to it, but a little crispy texture on the outside. You get the best of both worlds with that. And this curry, so Bobby just came, how comes up with a curry like this?
So, like I said, they're very imaginative, they're very creative. Like most restaurants, you know, sometimes we run things as specials, get to see what our guests feel, how they like it, and then we tweak from there. And that's also something that's great with the chef's table, is you're getting a high quality item that, you know, they really get to use their passion and, you know, explore different avenues of food.
You know what else is great about this? I know a lot of people associate curry with being too spicy. This has a nice kick to it, but full of flavor.
Yeah.
It doesn't overpower the flavor of the dish. It's just a little heat on the back end. Well, listen, if this is where we're starting, I'm excited to see where we're going. So what'd you say up next? We're gonna try what, a filet?
Next, we're gonna try one of our notch in the belt steaks, it's called. It's on our regular menu. So this is exclusive, but that you can get when you're out on our main floor enjoying the vibe out there.
I'm a notch in the belt steak. I'm a little nervous. I'm gonna have to undo a notch or two myself. So we're gonna finish this curry for sure, but on the other side of this, check out this filet.
Awesome.
Thank you, bro. Man, it's good, it's so good. All right, as promised, Jesse, we are back with the filet, but we have a couple bonuses.
Yeah.
First of all, we've got some scallops.
Oh yeah.
And we have a special guest.
Yeah, so this is our executive chef, Tyler Viola. He's been with us since day one, rose through the ranks, and a lot of these creative things came from this man over here. So we're lucky to have him here with us.
You're the executive chef? You look young to be the executive chef, man.
Yeah, I'm 23.
23.
My gosh. Well, congratulations. I hope we're not putting you on the spot. We're gonna try your food like right here in front of you while you're like staring at us, if that's okay.
Oh.
All right, Jesse, lead the way.
I'm confident in the products that he's put out here, though. All right, so these items are both on our regular menu. This is our notch in the belt steak. You can either get a filet or you can do a strip steak. It has miso glazed carrots, potato au gratin, chimichurri sauce, and just a delicious filet. You can get add-ons, scallops, prongs, whatever you want to do that evening.
Beautiful.
Yeah, live it up.
Should we dig in? What do you think?
You guess first. Go
Okay.
ahead. I'll get in there.
Chef. That looks gorgeous. Oh my gosh. What am I looking for here, chef? All right.
Yeah, mid-rare, that's the way to go.
Beautiful. Chef, you called it, my friend. It's gorgeous. Get a little cheese sauce on there from the potatoes.
All right.
I'm like nervous to eat this in front of the chef. I don't know what to do.
He does have knives.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, you did a good job.
You know the thing about a filet, they're delicious, very lean.
Yeah.
The cook on them are so important. And also the seasoning is important. I don't know what you season that with, Chef, but that is incredible. Dig in there, Jesse. Come on, man.
Yeah. Like I said, people have this misconception that as a restaurant manager, you get to eat the food all the time. It's not true.
Yeah.
Anyone in the industry knows that.
You just get to smell it when it comes out and watch it pass your face.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
No. Occasionally get some chicken tenders if the big guy over here throws them at me.
Chicken tenders. Meanwhile, we've got fillets and scallops running around this place. Yeah, this is incredible. And I mean,
They do a great job.
seriously, the seasoning is so tender. So tender.
And this item itself comes off our saute station, which is where our executive chef works. So this is all his fruits of his labor, you know?
Mm-hmm. How many of these does he crank out a night?
10 to 15.
10 to 15 of these? Man, these are
Yeah.
great.
Never the same temperature, sometimes strip, sometimes filet, and they bang it out.
23 years old, this guy, executive chef. Okay, let's go to the scallops.
All right, we're going to the next dish. This is a very popular dish. It's been featured on a bunch of different programs. This is our ginger glazed scallops. It is served over a coconut fried rice. In the rice itself, there's scrambled egg, there's coconut, obviously.
Sure.
Pineapple, green apples with a sesame agrodolce sprayed over top of it. And it's just delicious. Very sweet, very savory.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
All
you.
the buzzwords.
Yeah. Ooh, look at this.
Yeah.
This is good. Yeah, get in here. Look at this. This is the sesame. Oh, this is gorgeous.
Yep. A little behind the scenes, that's a collaboration because the scallops themselves come off
Oh.
of saute by our chef here. Then the rice is prepared on the wok station by Bobby, the gentleman we met before.
Right.
And yeah.
Now this glaze is what I'm curious about. This is phenomenal. What's in the glaze?
Chef?
It's red wine vinegar, sugar, and ginger.
Okay, the ginger, that's what I'm picking up. So red wine, sugar,
Gingers are the best.
and the ginger. Quick plug there for Jesse. And then, okay. Again, scallop, another thing that's very difficult. You gotta, the timing on scallops is so important too, so they don't turn rubbery.
And this is also a dish too, if you don't eat seafood, you can order the coconut fried rice on its own for those that don't, or have seafood allergies or whatever.
That rice is a sleeper. That is delicious.
Oh yeah.
The scallop, first of all, cooked perfectly tender. You know what
Yeah,
I love
nice
too?
sear on the top.
Beautiful sear. And so this coconut rice, you definitely get the flavor of that coconut, but what's great about it is it pairs so perfectly with that glaze at the bottom. The sweetness of that glaze just kicks up. It enhances, I think, the taste of the coconut. Like, I don't feel like you'd be able to taste that coconut quite as much
Right.
without that sweet glaze underneath.
Just wait till we get to the bar and we talk about drinks that we pair with the dishes. So
Nothing wrong with that. So I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take one more bite here.
yeah. It seems wrong to eat in front of the chef, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Thank you. Wow. That is fantastic. Okay, I know you weren't expecting this, but we've got a bar food bonus scene with Byron. I did not mean to say it like that, but that's what it is.
Yes.
Bar food bonus
Yeah,
scene with
absolutely.
Byron. And so you got some stuff here. First of all, the bar is gorgeous.
Yes.
You guys make some outstanding cocktails, and they have real mixologists here as well. I just saw Grant making a drink earlier, man.
Yeah, they
the
do
guy's
that.
an artist.
They do a great job. They really have fun with it. We let them have fun with it and try new things every day. So.
Really great. Okay, so these are some of the dishes that we can grab at the bar, right?
Yes.
And the chicken wings look dynamite.
They
There's
are-
something special to them,
They
right?
are melt off the bone. It's a duck confit, so they're slowly braised in
Oh.
duck confit, so you get the flavor profile, the separation, and then it's a quick fry on it, really just to give it the rounded out texture. And
Sure.
paired up with our house-made ranch and dressings there, they are lights out.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
so let's try one.
Little lesson for the friends at home. So duck confit, if you confit a chicken wing in duck fat, it's called confit. And what that's gonna do, as he said, it breaks down that meat so it gets super tender. And duck fat, I'm telling you, imparts so much flavor. So I agree. This looks beautiful, and I bet it's gonna be tender on the inside. Oh man,
Oh, yeah, they're lights out.
that is so rich. It's sweet and sticky, but still a little bit of that umami flavor on the outside.
Yep, absolutely.
It's got a sweet Asian flavor to it, but still the richness. And that pommes just, man, it makes that meat just so decadent is the best word I can come up with right now.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Melt
decadent.
away.
Yeah, this is not your typical bar food chicken wing, friends, okay? Just so you know. And talk to me again about the sauce on there.
So the sauce, I mean, we're blending a couple different Asian-inspired flavor profiles. Sriracha, so basically making a tangy play off of sriracha base. Like a sweet, sticky, tangy
It is
sriracha.
sweet and sticky is the way I'd put that.
For sure.
And is this fondue?
So this is a fondue. So this is another play on our open inspiration for the kitchen in doing a cheesy, creamy fondue base with Asian-inspired flavor profiles, blending vegetables for texture, shrimp, and chicken thigh for that, again, umami flavor profile. So
Man.
something fun and different than nobody else. You know?
I'm gonna go in for a shrimp. I can't help myself.
Go
I'm a big
for it.
seafood guy. Grab one back here. Yeah, this is a unique fun. Oh, baby, look at that. Oh my gosh. Try not to spill this. But we're rolling. We'll see what happens. We're live. I was curious how you're going to marry the Asian-inspired flavors with cheese, because that's not something that typically go together.
Right.
Whatever you've done with that works. And I don't know how. I wish I could tell you how. I cannot tell you how. That's unbelievable. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So delicious. That's great.
Yeah, the profile is there, but light and airy. It's just really decadently good.
My goodness. This is elevated bar food. So if you're here grabbing some lunch or dinner, you know what I would do, honestly, because I see you've got TVs and everything. I'd sit here and watch some college football on a Saturday, football on a Sunday for the NFL, and this is like the most upscale bar food you're going to find anywhere. So, man, bar food break with Byron. Thank you, my
Appreciate
man.
it.
That is
Appreciate
incredible
it.
stuff,
Glad you
bro.
enjoyed.
So, guys, wonderful job. Thank you. And listen, if you guys are there at home, where can they get a hold of you on your social media accounts?
So we are on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
If you have private parties or requests for the chef's table, we are available at manager@notchmknv.com. Modern Kitchen and Bar.
And I'm gonna go ahead and do you a favor right now. Get the chef's table. Call ahead of time, call a month ahead of time, but get the chef's table, especially because, like you said, there are those dishes that you can't even get off of the regular menus. So, hey, for us, if you're watching this, you know what to do. Hit subscribe, like, and at the bottom, I want you to tell us, in the notes there, I want you to tell us what you would order. In the comments, let us know what would you order if you had the chef's table at Notch. What would you say? Hey, can you make this for me? What dish would you be excited about? I'd be excited about the curry. That'd be my recommendation. So, hey, listen, thank you guys for joining us. We will see you on the next episode of America's Best Restaurants.